Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
Lindsay.
Lindsay?
Yes.
I'm Naomi. It's nice to meet you. Well, welcome. How are you doing today?
It's pretty good. It's been a long day, but it's good.
Yeah, same here. I understand. Well, welcome. Welcome to Bright Futures Counseling. As I said, my name is Naomi. I have an LCSW, which is, that means I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I'm in a private practice, but I do group therapy sessions, I do marriage counseling, I do grief counseling, and then I just do one-on-one like we're doing now. And so I guess I'll just go on a little bit about the different services and just how, oh shoot, I forgot what I was talking. Okay. I guess I'll talk a little bit about the confidentiality first, just to get it out in the open. So as in our sessions, I just want you to know that whatever is said in this room stays in this room. So I won't be reporting it to anyone unless I suspect that there are instances of child abuse, or you're wanting to harm someone, or you want to harm yourself. So here I've got a few papers about just more about the confidentiality that you can read over at home. I guess you can just go into why you're here, just how like your life is going right now, and what you hope to receive from the sessions.
Well, over the past week, I guess a week ago today, my dad had to have open heart surgery.
I'm so sorry.
And during the time, it came as a shock for our family, so that I guess made the whole tragedy, not really tragedy, but the whole situation of it more difficult to deal with. But it's been a week since he had the surgery, and so everything went fine, but the day of was really stressful, especially for my parents. My dad didn't know what was gonna be the outcome of it, but we were all obviously hoping for the best. And then now that he came home yesterday, and there's just a lot of limitations on him. He can't sit in the front seat whenever we drive places, and obviously he can't really go places to begin with. But he's on a lot of medicine, and the pain is gonna be there too. And we have to have a nurse that comes in a few times throughout the week. So that's a little bit annoying every so often. But it's just been really a stressful time in my family. I'm thankful that everything came out the way that it did. There wasn't a bad ending to it, but it's just, since it came by surprise, and now that we had the recovery process, and it was almost a month in the hospital through the whole time that it was discovered, and then the surgery, and then the little bit of healing time, and then now. So it's just been a long month, very draining and tiring, and I guess it's just been difficult on my family, so I wanted to get some help and I guess some guidance on how I can help my family and help myself, but I guess mainly help my family because it's more important to me.
Well, I'm so sorry to hear about your dad, but I am glad that he is home and he's recovering. That seems really stressful, not only on your family, but on yourself, especially as a student. You are a student, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I guess first just tell me a little bit about your relationship with your dad before his surgery. Were you guys close, or?
Yeah, me and my dad are really close. We both have a very similar personality, and I've always been known as the daddy's girl and stuff, so it's just been a really, we've always been really close, but at the same time not, but we just knew that we had that connection between us.
Yeah.
And so then anytime I joke around, he's always the first one to laugh at something I joke about. And so now that he had the surgery, it's hard for him to laugh because it hurts more. And so it's that's been hard on me because I can't joke around with him like usual. So it's kind of we still have a good relationship, but it's just more difficult because I feel I can't be my normal self around him. I have to be more cautious and stuff. So.
Yeah, no, that's totally understandable. And I guess also just how it's affected your family as a whole. Do you think having your dad go through this, has it brought your family together, or do you think it's tore it apart more?
At the time, and I guess over the past week, it's been a lot more stressful than anything. Before it all happened, we kind of came together during the time, and I have a younger brother, so he realized the importance of needing to step up in the situation, help out my mom. But my mom's definitely been stressed out a lot, and so I felt really bad for her. So at this point, it's just been a lot more work on my mom, and like my dad feels bad about like how much stress it's caused my mom, and like he doesn't want to be that like hindrance in our family at all whatsoever, like because he has no control over the situation. So as of right now, like we're just kind of all trying to like regain normal life again, and like being back home, and like my mom needing to go to work, but also like someone needs to be at home with him like all the time, so having to like work on our schedules. So it's just kind of figuring things out because it's a long healing process. But I mean, we're pretty close, but I guess whenever I guess the stressful times kick in, it like causes us to distance ourselves and just be by ourselves.
I think during like these difficult times, I think, well, for you, I think that's definitely a strength in your family that you guys are able. I mean, I know it's difficult for having another family member have to step up and kind of take on that role, but I think definitely I'm hearing, as you've been saying, in your family, that it has brought you guys closer together, which I think is awesome. What do you think is like the main goal that you want to accomplish in these sessions that we can work towards?
I guess in a way to help myself like process everything that happened, because it all kind of happened so quick, and like so many emotions just occurred, like the fear of losing my dad during the time, and then like now the fear of like something bad happening again to maybe like another family member. So just like being able to go back to my normal thinking of knowing that although like bad things can happen, that I don't need to live in constant fear all the time. And I guess also if there's anything that comes from it that I can take home to my parents and to my brother and stuff. So.
No, that's awesome. I'm already seeing, even from our few minutes together, I'm seeing that you definitely have a lot of strength through this. As I said, especially just as like a student and as like a sister, I think it's really awesome that at your age that you want to be able to grieve in that, even though like you're going through this grieving process, that you want to learn like those skills and have those tools when bad things do happen, to understand that, you know, even though that it is difficult, that it is part of life, but you also want to like overcome it. You don't want to, you know, just be like struggling. So I think that's really great. If you're interested, I would love to meet with you one-on-one. We can start every other week. And right now, I think focusing on how to like the grieving process, the 5 steps of grieving, and just kind of find out where you are right now, and how you're feeling about it, and then moving towards just like talking about just like your fears of something else happening, as you said, to another family member, and why you're feeling this way exactly, and how we can have you cope with that in a way that it's not going to affect your day-to-day life. So I'm looking forward to that, and it's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
Yes, we did it!
Yes.